Your life holds infinite possibilities. What you are experiencing right now is only one version of it. In another universe, you may have achieved financial freedom early. And at every crossroads in life, you chose options completely different from the ones you chose here. The people you missed, the moments you regret, were firmly chosen in other universes. This may sound like comforting philosophy, but in the quantum world, random does not mean it happens only once. When more than one outcome is possible, some theories suggest the universe does not choose for you. Instead, all possibilities occur at the same time, distributed across different branches of reality. This is the multiverse, in the language of physics. So prepare yourself. We are about to leave the solar system, leave the Milky Way, and search for realms far beyond. Our first stop is not far at all. In fact, it exists within our own universe. If space is truly infinite, then a counterintuitive consequence follows. Every possible state will repeat infinitely many times. Imagine this. Somewhere in the unreachable depths of space, there may exist a galaxy, identical to our solar system, with a planet exactly like Earth. And on that planet, there is someone with your face, your name, your memories, your life. At this very moment, they are also looking down at their phone, repeating the same actions you are. This sounds like science fiction, but it is not pure imagination. It is a conclusion derived from mathematics and logic. The number of fundamental particles in the universe is finite. The ways they can combine are also finite. But once space becomes infinite, these finite building blocks must be assembled over and over again. Like shuffling a deck of cards. Shuffle it enough times, and eventually, the same order will appear again. This level of the multiverse resembles an infinite system that endlessly copies reality. Now we accelerate. The spacecraft is leaving familiar cosmic territory. The next layer is studied seriously by many leading cosmologists. It comes from a theory known as eternal inflation. In simple terms, shortly after the universe was born, it experienced an extremely rapid expansion, and this process may never have truly ended. It is like a pot of boiling foam. Most regions continue to expand, but occasionally, a small bubble forms, stops expanding, and cools down. Our universe is one of these bubbles. The striking implication is this: each bubble universe may follow entirely different physical laws. In our universe, the speed of light is about 300,000 kilometers per second, the ultimate speed limit. In another bubble, light may move far more slowly, or there may be no speed limit at all. Here gravity pulls objects downward, but in another universe, gravity could be so strong that standing becomes impossible, or so weak that a small jump sends you drifting into space. Everything we rely on today, technology, energy, civilization, exists only because the physical rules here are precisely balanced. Change those rules, and life may exist in forms we cannot imagine, or may not exist at all. This layer of the multiverse is like a vast testing ground. 4 different sets of rules, and we happen to live in one that allows complexity and civilization. Now switch the spacecraft to quantum mode, because this layer is not hidden among distant galaxies, but embedded in the smallest scales of reality. In quantum mechanics, there is an interpretation called the many worlds interpretation. It proposes that when multiple outcomes are possible, the universe does not randomly choose one. All outcomes occur, they simply belong to different branches of reality. Apply this logic to daily life. You choose one drink over another. The universe branches. You watch this video or scroll past it. The universe branches again. Even within your body, the random motion of atoms continuously generates new branches. Over time, all possible histories branch and grow. Like an enormous tree. This means there truly exists a universe where you chose a different career, met different people, and lived a completely different life. There may also be a universe where dinosaurs never went extinct and humans never appeared. This layer of the multiverse functions like a repository for every possible what if. So when you regret the past, consider this thought. In some parallel universe, another version of you has already walked the road you did not take. Now we reach the final layer. Physicist Max Tegmark proposed a radical idea that the fundamental nature of reality is not matter or energy, but mathematics. Any mathematically consistent structure corresponds to a real universe. This implies that not only our familiar physical world exists, but also worlds that appear strange or impossible to us, as long as they can be described mathematically. A universe where pi equals 3, a universe with only two-dimensional beings, a universe where time flows both forward and backward. All imagined worlds, whether mythological or fictional, if their internal logic is self-consistent, may possess some form of reality. Within this fourth level of the multiverse, perhaps human imagination has never been inventing fiction, but unintentionally mapping different regions of the multiverse. Now the spacecraft slows down. We return to Earth. Along this journey, we explored 4 perspectives on the multiverse: infinite repetitions of reality, bubble universes with different laws, quantum branches created by choice, and worlds defined by mathematics itself. We must acknowledge one fact. Beyond the universe we inhabit, all other layers remain theoretical, yet these theories represent humanity's most honest and most daring attempts to confront the deepest questions of existence. You may ask, why assume countless universes to understand a single one? This question relates to a principle in the philosophy of science known as Occam's razor. It is often summarized as, do not add unnecessary assumptions. At first glance, the multiverse seems to violate this rule by introducing countless unseen universes, but science does not remove ideas simply because they feel vast or unsettling. It removes what is truly unnecessary. History shows human intuition repeatedly underestimated the scale of reality. Ancient astronomers rejected heliocentrism because the stars seemed too distant to allow such a model. In the early 20th century, many scientists doubted that spiral nebulae were other galaxies, because the universe would then be unimaginably large. Today, we accept an observable universe, approximately 93 billion light-years across. Our capacity to accept immensity expands with understanding, just as your understanding of life evolves with experience. So the question is not how many universes the multiverse predicts, but whether the theories that lead to it are unavoidable. If eternal inflation naturally arises to explain the structure of the universe, and many worlds emerges to address the foundations of quantum mechanics, then the multiverse is not an artificial construction, but a natural consequence. It may not provide final answers, but it offers a new perspective, one that allows greater calm in life, greater awe toward nature, and deeper appreciation for this moment among infinite possibilities. The path you are walking now is the only version the universe preserved for you.